Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Ranger. We are going to be playing, we're going to be continuing our journey here. And, walking around, we did save, so now we're at your work on the rookie mission was quite impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you would do as well as you did. Keep it up! Lunik, Heather, I want you to patrol Ringtown until a new mission comes up. If anything happens, you let me know. Immediately. Clear? Roger. So then we have my little character. Ranger's job isn't only about doing missions. Patrolling the city is just one of the important things we do. Let's hit the streets and hear what our citizens have to say. So now I'm having to... There we go. Like, oh, did you hear that? That was a Pokemon cry. And of course, our little Plusle friend's gonna be getting in trouble again. Plusle. Wait up. Wait, my darling Talo. Calm down, please calm down, my precious Talo. The Talo's after that little Plusle, and that's Larry's Talo. We gotta save that Plusle. We gotta capture the Talo and get it to calm down. It's Larry's Talo. Calm down. Heather, look at the Plusle. Zzz. Talo's shocked, can't move. I need Plusle to come back. Okay, there we go. That's my fault, I didn't do the extra thingy-majig. So now we have Talo. Plusle's like, save me. You did it! Well, if it isn't Heather, you captured my darling Talo again. I owe you big thanks. Larry, can you explain something? Why was your Talo chasing this little Plusle? Well, this is what happened. When my darling Talo came back to me, I was beside myself. I was so happy. I was happily petting my precious one over and over again. I think that little Plusle became jealous about how my darling was getting all of my attention, so it started bugging my precious Talo. But my Talo tried to ignore it for a while, but the Plusle was so persistent, my darling became furious. I see. Plusle, you better apologize to Talo properly. Papa, that Plusle, maybe it's lonesome. That's just the feeling I get anyway. Darling Talo, let's forgive the little Plusle and go home. Phew. So this is how we'll get a partner. Like Larry said, maybe this Plusle's feeling lonesome. Look how much it's taken to you already. It really wants to be babied. So Plusle's data was registered into the browser. Heather, did you maybe know this little guy from before? What's its story? And then I say what happens at Fall City Arbor before we actually come here, because we actually saw him back then, which if you hadn't seen episode 1, you can go check back. I'll link it down below, but you can go back and check it again. But we did find this Plusle again in Fall Arbor, or Fall City's Harbor, with a fight against Houndoom, my favorite Pokemon, by the way. But then it just kind of clung to it before it finally, ran away. Hey, I know. Heather, you don't have a partner Pokemon yet. I think this Plusle would be perfect for you. I guaranteed it. Plusle has become your partner Pokemon. That's settled then. Lucky you, Plusle. From now on, you and Heather are officially partners. And Heather's got Plusle on mine, and let's go back to patrolling. So we can kind of, go talk to people. Did you know people in the Fiore region, Pokemon come in different groups? Did you know that? There are 17 different groups of Pokemon. There's our little old man. Aren't you a lovely couple? Are you an item or... What do you ask the other friend? Or are you just a pair of rangers on patrol? I knew it from the start. I couldn't help teasing you. So now we can kind of go around. Let's see what this guy. Walk north of here, you enter Lyra Forest. Go east, and you end up in the Kasara Plain. What am I, a signpost? I forget how silly the games are. The old woman. You're on a stroll with your partner Pokemon. The only Pokemon that can run freely to take to other towns would be your partner. Yes, it's possible to be accompanied by wild Pokemon you've captured. However, you're forbidden to take Pokemon out of their natural habitats. After all, that's how you maintain the balance. So that's the difference between the regular Pokemon games and the Pokemon Ranger games. You are only given one Pokemon that's your partner. And so Plusle is mine the entire time. Can we go in the houses? Oh yeah, we can. Cool. So you have the partner Pokemon is your only like one. So when you capture like up in this area up top here, these Pokemon aren't basically going to be sticking by your side. They're just friends that help you along the way, but they don't really like stay with you. Which I was always sad by that. Like when I was a kid, I was like, oh, a partner Pokemon, can I choose? Because it's not like the original games where you give like 3 different choices. But most of them is you are just given a partner Pokemon for how it fits. So like this one's Plusle. I think there's one where you get Pachirisu. And I can't remember what the other one was. There's like a third one, but I don't think I played that one thoroughly. If I remember correctly. I don't know if I remember that correctly. I think the last person we have to talk to is this character over here. Yo, yo, yo! Hop on Doduo and join the capture challenge. Oh, he's like, I really like the people in this city. So I wonder if we can go into Lyra Forest. Oh, where are you going? Just patrolling Ringtown. Well, I got told, didn't I? But I don't really know if there's anybody else. We've talked to everybody so far. Let's just go back into the Ranger Billet. Just say, hey, we did it. Reporting back from patrol. Welcome back, both of you. Oh, which Plusle is that? Could it be the same Plusle that tagged along with us at False Arbor, or False City? That's right, we happened to run into it. It happens to be a little prankster. It's gotten into trouble because of it. But it doesn't seem to have forgotten that Heather came to its rescue. There's something I need to tell you. Lunig, there's no need to explain. I can see it with my own eyes. Heather has chosen Plusle as her partner Pokemon. Yep. You can see that it makes a decent combination already. I should explain what a partner Pokemon is. Spencer, not sir, like with a C. Every partner you only get one partner Pokemon that you're emotionally attached to. They're really to help expect, so Plusle continues to grow. Once it comes up, you can actually like zap them, and then like it becomes electrocuted. So this is, for example, borrow your Pokemon's power. It needs one thing, but it needs the partner energy. So that's this up here. So it's funny how much I remember this, because this is another game that I played in like middle school, I believe. And it still was one of those like something fun for me. So now it's like, hey, you can go here and you can check this, and the power is the boast on screen. So you hit the Pokemon Assist button, and I'm drinking a protein shake right now, so. But you guys now can see like what it actually does. It actually like paralyzes. Which I'll say no, because I already remembered what this was. So go to Lyra Forest on your own. He's like, yeah. I'm burning with ambition again. I'm gonna work much harder now that I have a new go-getter of a rival at the base. Oh, confound it all. I've been disoriented in that wretched Lyra Forest. But that's besides the point. Spencer, long time no see. I trust you've been well. Now, who might this be? That unfamiliar rookster is the younger ranger you've been telling me about? So this is one of the professors that's actually in the Pokemon Ranger series. Professor Hastings. Guess it's just a new rookie? Oh, hello, Heather. I'm Hastings. Glad to meet you. There's no need to be formal with me. You can call me Professor if you'd like. Incidentally, Professor, I wanted to speak to you about the new styler you left with us recently. I think it's called the Super Styler. So I'm sure it lives up to his name. It's quite astounding. Which I think that this is a funny part I've realized when I was a kid. I realized was like, because it's a very prominent thing of each of the Pokemon Ranger series to do the styler. Well, what do you use on the DS? A stylus. So I realized that when I was younger, and I was like, Is that supposed to be a play on that because you use your stylus to, like, you know, do the circles? So you have a brilliant idea of what it's about. Yes, Professor, hold on a second. Listen, Heather, go upstairs, check on my Führer. They'll be up right away. So they're gonna have a little chat. We're gonna go in here and kind of come check on the Führer, which we have this Ringtown Ranger. So you have to make sure your thing is energized. Which I have come across. I've been like, whoops. This guy, the Dragonite Ranger. Hey there, rookie. Does the Dragonite best interest you? This Dragonite loves nothing more than working with us. Take a ride and you'll find yourself at another ranger base in no time flat. But it's a bit early for us to actually be able to do that. So now we come over to Führer. Are you asking about Führer? It's resting up. It must be tired from carrying both you and the leader at the same time. There's nothing to worry about. It's quite tough, so it'll be back to its regular self. But as tough as it is, it's not so tough that it can carry 2 grown men at the same time. I'm thinking maybe I'll have to escort the good professor back home. Ah. So. Oops. I keep doing the WASD keys because I'm so used to that when it comes to it. Like the other games you play. So here comes me back. I come back. How did my Führer look? I see. Okay, thanks. I received a new mission. We're walking back to Fall City. Job is to escort the good professor and see to it that he returns to Fall City safely. That's your official mission. You'll have to go through Lyra Forest and head for Croca Tunnel. Once you get through the tunnel, the Fall City is just a few steps away. So, ta-da! Ah, it's good to have you along, Heather. My well-being is in your hands. So that's what we're going to end up doing for today's little mission, is having him follow us around. We're going to go ahead and hit the save machine because we need that for when we go into this area up here. The forest. It took me a minute. So, mission 1, escort the professor. Now, don't you treat me like a decrepit old man. There's no need to feel concerned on my part. Let us march. So, like, what's going on? Bellsprout. It's a wild Bellsprout. Ooh. So there's that. I didn't realize the scythe leaf was gonna come back at me. But now we have a Bellsprout. Ah yes, I almost forgotten. Spencer asked me to teach you something, so I teach you Pokemon Assist. Pokemon Assist is a process where you borrow the ability of Pokemon. So you have like Zigzagoon. And this is basically besides what the partner Pokemon is, you also have the assist Pokemon here. So basically, any of the other Pokemon that you capture that isn't like your partner who doesn't have enough energy, you can use the other Pokemon. So whether it's, you know, Bellsprout or use like a water type or a fire type, something like that nature, you can really just do that. So it'll be able to be like, oh, if you assist it, like his is making the tall grass grow around it. Each one has that. I believe the water is like a bubble. Yeah, you see, this is the like leaf. So it's like, oh, look, I get stuck in the grass. But the effect is like up here. That's how much time you have before it decides to, I'm done. And then they're released, so. So, ta-da! Nope. I remember that, so I'm fine. This sort of thing you should learn actually by doing it. More kind of Pokemon, more assists. Basically, as you start leveling up and become better, you'll be able to do it. So you got the protection of the Lower Forest. So, for example, I'll use the example of this to do... Why is that? Okay, that should have done it. Yeah. I don't know, I guess maybe I didn't lift it in time for it to be like, oh yeah, you did it. And now the style level has gone up. I think it's 5 now? Oh, it's up to 2. Now we're up to 6. Which is another reason why you want to like capture different Pokemon, because it helps level up here. There we go. So now we have Chikorita too, just to kind of help with the types of Pokemon we may or may not need throughout the forest. Oh, that's funny. Like, I think it might be like, oh, use Bellsprout. No, it's just like, I just go ahead and use it. A water assist, it's rather usual, or unusual. So you have Torchic here. So, we're going to see what the water assist looks like. Excuse me. So, you know, send some bubbles. And then you can go flick it. Which I think is funny. It gets trapped like a little bubble. So basically it's like, oh, whoops, pop the bubble. Just like a flick. Oh, which another thing I remembered was the flick. And then basically it tells you, it reminds you, hey, look. if you need to know how to do it, check here. The water Pokemon, there's many others where you need to flick. Yeah. This is the other part. For me, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, this stuff I remember, this stuff I remember. Oh, just move on to here. Nope. This Mudkip just ran into me. I just don't, like, Mudkip's very, like... You actually have to come onto the screen. It may run away by this point. It's like, once it's down here, I can't see it. I'm not, like, desperate to get it. Come on. Yeah, well, there it goes. It runs away now. It ran back into me. At this point, I'm about to use my little, like, just electrocute the dude. Because that will at least get us, like, the Mudkip out of the way. And the trail that's blocking the way, it's too big to move. So you have, basically, this. I think we need a fire Pokemon now. Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was like Torchic. Which, I'll use one of the Mudkips for this. So See? There we go. Just go ahead and do it that way. And then we just move over here. I'm like, hey, Torchic. Come over and use that. Use your fire to help burn the barrel of hay down so we can actually get through to the area. Okay, well, so we are not going that way. There's a Pichu here. So there we go. Now we got little Pichu. Of course, it's only 3 because it didn't really do a whole lot. Let's see what this ranger has to say. Are you on a mission? Your style or own? Oh, okay. It's Pichu actually does help you. So does Magnemite and Pikachu. Shrub. Huh. What's this? Sand stands in the middle. Oh, whoops. I accidentally grabbed both of them. I'll wait for the scythe to come back. So I need the Pichu to, like, move away. There we go. Because I can do that now. And get Bellsprout. Because that was the whole, like... That was the one thing I remembered as a kid, was just, let's see. Let's send Chikorita off, because Pichu is a good one to keep around, just in case we need it. So, fallen log. Oh, look. So, it needs a double fire move. There's Combuskin. But you can tell which generation it really focused on here. Oof. We will need it to be like... So we do actually need to have some room for this. And I'll just use Plusle's little assist here. Well. Oh, if I just hit it right when he was going to attack. Let's do it again. Okay, so we might need the Mudkip. So, we grabbed it right before it was trying to run away as well. So, now we have Combuskin, which we can now take over here to this fallen log and have Combuskin burn that part down. Which I believe this is the trail too. Yeah, Crocotown is there. So there's Professor Hastings. We haven't gone too far. Perhaps this mission was too easy for you. Let's make haste. Used to be able to see Dugtrio, but now more deeper it is in the tunnel. So the poor little... So now, this would be a good time for us to save, because we're actually getting into, because it's like somewhat dangerous tunnel that leads Ringtown to Fall City. I believe this is just another area. I don't think this actually leads to Fall City. Well, aren't you gonna ask me if I caught anything? The only time no one seems to ask me is when the catching's great. It's like tons of Magikarp. Oops. So we go a little further into the tunnel. We need a scythe move. There's a little Dugtrio. That's a rare sight to behold. That's a Dugtrio. Nope. Say goodbye. Fun at the sight of me. How rude of that Dugtrio. Oh, there's probably something else in there. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. And Paris is like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. Can you hear me? That was a close call indeed. I managed to avoid injury. However, I need you to come get me. There's another passageway nearby that'll bring you to me. So, this is what we need. I think the Paris actually has the move that I need. There we go. Had to do it really quick. Yep. Paris has the move that I need. So, let's come over here. Take Paris. That's probably the big thing I liked about the Pokemon Ranger games, was that it was kind of like a puzzle game that still included my favorite games to play, which was Pokemon, but I really enjoyed just being able to be like, oh, hey, look at this, or hey, it's a puzzle to figure out what's going on here and how this goes to here, and you know, I use this assist to open the pathway over here and this assist to move this. So I'm going to help use Magnemite right now. So we have to go through this tunnel. There's Poliwag. Wild Poliwag. I feel like I'm the why are you running? This is more of like a just in case. I need like a water type. It's a lot of like, you do the puzzles for Pokemon Ranger, you get through different areas that you need, and then by the end of it, you're like, oh, I might actually need this. This is our bad guys here. What is this? Who are you? The Go Rock Squad. Haha, hello, Gramps. So now they're, of course, messing with the professor. What are you doing? Stop it! Thanks so much for your cooperation. One Super Styler received. Thank you kindly. I love I'm just sitting there like, what's going on? We have a crisis. My Super Styler, the fruit of all my studies, has taken by the ruffians from the Go Rock Squad. I was 20 years younger. You must give chase. Oh, you gullible ninnies. You thought the rock fall earlier was a natural thing? I'm a bad guy. Let's see what you can press a button on the remote control. They see? Click. Well, that went behind us. Didn't really work in your favor. That went behind us. Is that, like, is this a screw-up? Well, good going. That's a screw-up, alright. How are you supposed to slow them down, you incompetent fool? What are you going on about? You're the one who set the trap. All I had to do was press a button. It's not me who decided where the rocks should fall. There's something to be said for that. But that's besides the point now. Let's hightail it. It's like, oh no! Took off running like the pants are on fire. Something like, ha ha ha, hee hee hee. Which I usually do this. I usually save a lot just because I don't know I really don't know what I'm coming across when it comes to this. And then there's a ride-on. So, I'm breaking all these rocks. That ride-on. Then something doing raging. Sufficiently charged. So we are sufficiently charged and we have the extra... Ow. I do have Poliwag and Bellsprout. Ah. Oh no. Well, that was a screw up. Let's try to use this. Oh my gosh. Jeez. I don't know if puzzles will actually do anything, just because it's... I didn't even touch the ride-on. I almost had it at the very beginning, but... So I'm gonna run now, just to go back into here and try to get some more Pokemon. Your side. I need to see how many other spots. I think I have 2 extra spots, so I may go back and get 2 Poliwags too. Yeah, I do. So... Oh, I can't go back. Right. Well... I do have the Magnemite here in case I need to charge, but I have Bellsprout too. How about no? Okay. Let's see. There goes attacking again. Ugh. I may need to start over on this part. We'll use the assist for Pichu. Now that this is Rhydon is in the middle. Of course, it moved out of the way right when I said that. This part I don't like is the... Yeah, just break it. I'm gonna do this just simply because I need the Poliwag back, and that's where I saved last. So... I'm just gonna let my stylus break. We'll just resume back to where we were. And I will also go ahead and grab a second Bellsprout too. Just because I feel like that's what I need to do, just to get what we need. So I'm gonna also save this again, just so if I have to be sent back here again, then I can just immediately, like, leave. What I'm trying to do is, like, this first mission, we do this, so we'll probably get through the Rhydon part for now, and then we might just go back into there, save, and then we'll just call it the episode here. So we need to have our, properly assists. I'm just going to sneak up on him right now. I need to see if, like, now that it's finally just in the way, yeah, it doesn't affect it. So I think what I'm going to need to do is use Poliwag. Damn it! I almost had it. And she keeps breaking right when I'm, like, needing it to not. We'll go ahead and heal up. We may have to do this fight again, because, again, it broke right when I was needing it to. There we go. There we go. Which, obviously, we are not going to, like, keep the ride on, I don't think. I think we'll be sending it away. Yeah. And now I don't mean fun. Whoop, something just popped up. So yeah, now that we have this road, we'll be entering Fall City, and that will be our next... Oh, dang it. They're not going to let me save before, so I guess we're going to have to go anyway. There we go. So we're going to do that and save here as we're entering Fall City, and then we're going to call that an episode. Because I don't want to make these super long. But... well... as we also said, that will be kind of the end of this episode. It doesn't really allow me to go back to the main menu, as I can see, but this will give us like a good, stopping point for us to enter Fall City, and then we have to go find this Super Styler and go, chase the bad guys down. All that fun stuff. But if you guys have liked, seeing Pokemon Ranger again, feel free to give it a like. And if you guys also have the same idea that I did, like if you like Pokemon Ranger because of like the puzzles and the stuff that you can do to like try to figure out your way across, maybe leave a comment and see, so I can see the similarities. But also if you've never played, maybe you're a Pokemon fan but never played Pokemon Ranger, tell me like, was it something that just didn't interest you or you just hadn't heard of it? That'd be interesting to hear too. So for now, I will see you guys in the next episode. Or next video, I should say. Bye!